Ape Escape 4 is a rumored upcoming platforming video game published and developed by Sony. Ape Escape is one of the classic PlayStation franchises and has recently been neglected by Sony for the past decade. Since the early 2000s, rumors have circulated around Sony Computer Entertainment Japan working on a fourth title, 14 years after the latest numbered entry in the series. So let's break down all the teases, rumors, and website updates, and so much more. As always, all the sources will be posted in the description down below, so make sure to check those out and support those writers. And with that out of the way, let's get into Ape Escape 4. So the last numbered entry in the Ape Escape series was Ape Escape 3, which was released in North America in January of 2006 for the PlayStation 2. And the initial plan was for Sony to keep the momentum going with the series, and fans assumed this to be Ape Escape 4. There was big news back in January of 2006 when it was being reported that a new Ape Escape entry was in the works after an ad was found in a Famitsu magazine, and it was actually reported on by IGN. They said, quote, "The ad seeks personnel for a number of positions, including programmers, designers, and even high-level staff such as director and assistant producer. The programmer listing is the most telling, as it asks for applicants to be familiar with physics simulation, movement simulation, shader programming, algorithms, general tool development, and general game programming." IGN goes on to say, "Perhaps we are looking at a next generation version of Ape Escape." They go on saying, "Typical of the solicitation advertisements, team ad doesn't mention a specific game. The ad has a visual depicting a progression of apes, each more man-like than the last. The first ape holds a copy of the original Ape Escape. The second and third ones are holding copies of respectively Ape Escape 2 and Ape Escape 3. And the fourth ape is actually Ape Escape, holding a box containing a question mark in the text next. The progression seems to suggest a new numbered entry in the series rather than a spin-off." With staff now being assembled, it seems that the resulting game is still a ways off. However, don't be surprised if a new Ape Escape game gets announced for the PS3 early on. And this was the first mention of a new Ape Escape, but fans still debate whether this was real or not because no image can be found online of the advertisement, which seems strange if it really was promoting the new Ape Escape game and series. You would think there would be at least one image somewhere including this because so many people are such fans of the series. So a lot of the reference to this just comes down to IGN, and for this piece of information, this is the source everyone references for that. And if this was a real advertisement, I tend to agree with IGN in their interpretation of the image that it was teasing a fourth main titled game instead of a spin-off game, because Sony kept using the license and released many different Ape Escape spin-off games for the PSP that were Japan exclusive. So it makes sense that, yes, this is teasing a big game and it wasn't teasing one of the spin-off PSP games. It's also notable that with a lot of these spin-off PSP games, SCE Japan did not actually work on any of these projects up until PlayStation Move Ape Escape, which was released for the PlayStation 3 in December of 2010, and required, as the title says, the PlayStation Move device and capabilities. And once again, fans go back and forth whether they think the Ape Escape Move was this fourth game they were teasing back in 2006. I tend to say no. Once again, I think they were going to continue on with the numbered series, especially if this image is to be believed that it goes 1, 2, 3 and a question mark. I don't think it makes sense for Ape Escape Move to be Ape Escape 4, but I guess at one point in development it could have. And it was a smart move on Sony's part to use the Ape Escape series to push their PlayStation Move functionality, but it was not great for the fans who have been waiting for a sequel to the series. And throughout the years, Sony has teased the return of Ape Escape many times after Ape Escape Move in 2010. 2016 was the year of the monkey, so Sony celebrated with a picture of someone in an Ape Escape costume and said that Sony Computer Entertainment will begin working. Fans were cautious because it did not outright say a new game was in development, but it seemed to be a step in the right direction. But of course, following the trend of Ape Escape games, nothing materialized directly after this announcement, and the year of the monkey came and went. And then news about Ape Escape was quiet again until 2019. In April, a community member noticed that the Ape Escape website had been updated for the first time in 7 years. The website was actually updated at the end of March, but just wasn't discovered until April, and the last prior update was in February of 2011. And the community could not come to a conclusion whether they think this would actually lead to anything or not, or what the team was hinting at. One thing that made sense is that the 20th anniversary of the series was in May of 2020, so the website getting an update little over a month before the 20th anniversary makes sense, and most community members agreed it was probably not teasing Ape Escape 4, but some of the more hopeful fans were thinking maybe we could see a re-release, remaster, or remake of some of the first 3 games, or potentially even some of the PSP games. Because as of right now, the only game available in the United States is Ape Escape 2 for the PS4, which was enhanced for 1080p, so it would be nice to see the whole collection released on current consoles past the PlayStation 2, so if we could see them on the PS4 or PS5. Now, going back to the website update, in response to the 20th anniversary in June of 2019, a team at Sony made a new account to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Ape Escape. The first tweet included an image of a monkey in a forest and the caption, "From the monkey's point of view." And throughout 2019, the Ape Escape account tweeted images, video, and fan art. They also gave an explanation as to why they updated the website and wanted fans to go check it out. And the reason we knew this was legit, even though the account never got verified, is because they had a lot of verified Sony accounts following it from day one. And this Twitter account also pushed a lot of merch for fans to purchase and other apparel throughout the year to celebrate the 20th anniversary. And then more recently, in June of 2020, the Twitter account announced that its time making tweets and interacting with the community was coming to an end. It had posted for a year celebrating Ape Escape, but now it says the time is over and the account was going on hiatus. And in one of the goodbye tweets, the translation says, "There are things I could and couldn't do in the last year, but I have some regrets," which some fans have taken out of this tweet and then have said maybe Sony was thinking about planning on making an announcement sometime during the 20th anniversary. And for some reason it either got delayed or pushed, or they decided to scrap the rollout and do something new. And that could definitely be the case. The account started in June of 2019 and it went all the way up till 2020. And there could have been massive delays or pushbacks due to COVID during most of 2020 so far. So it could be possible that whatever announcement they were going to make on the Twitter account could now be saved for a PlayStation 5 event. Even in the bio of the Ape Escape Twitter account, it also translates saying, "We will send you information about Ape Escape as soon as possible." So once again, just more information, some rough translations that fans have gotten excited about, thinking maybe this isn't the end of the franchise and that this 20th anniversary was supposed to lead to something more. And in my opinion, I do not think the franchise is dead, and I think the latest move was to build a dedicated Ape Escape account on Twitter. And I think eventually I wouldn't be surprised if this account was modified in the future for the future of the series and is maybe renamed something that's not the 20th anniversary and maybe just a generic Ape Escape or something like that. And that's the way they will spread news about the game in the future. The only thing that kind of puts a hole in this theory is that Sony never got the account verified, but they could definitely do that in the future, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see this account rebrand sometime, because it does have 40,000 followers of people who are just there for Ape Escape news. Now, in terms of SIE Japan, the original studio who worked on the main numbered series, in the past 5 years, they have worked on a lot of old PlayStation remasters, and they've also done a lot of PSP games that have been remastered to the PS4, so it's not completely out of the question for SIE to potentially go revisit Ape Escape 1, 2, and 3 and create a bundle that way. I could maybe even see them include 1, 2, and 3, and then maybe some of those side PSP games that we never got, maybe just upscaled or remastered in an even bigger Ape Escape bundle, and I think that'd be a lot of fun for a lot of fans, considering they already have done a lot of work like this with old PlayStation remasters. On Sony's side of Ape Escape, they've wanted to keep the franchise alive as well. They included a Ape Escape skin in Little Big Planet. It was initially only released in Japan, but fans were vocal about a US release, and it ended up coming to the United States. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale included Spike, who is the protagonist of the first Ape Escape game, and more recently in Super Bomberman R, an Ape Escape character was released for the PS4 version of the game. And most fans and myself have speculated that Sony had made plans throughout the years of some sort of Ape Escape re-release or remaster, but for unknown reasons they were either cancelled or delayed. If you remember in 2015, the ESRB, which is the rating system for a lot of games in the United States, rated Ape Escape 3 for the PS4. And it actually showed up with a few other PS2 games at the time, like Wild Arms 3, Siren, and Primal, all of which went on to be released for the PS4, but Ape Escape 3 never ended up getting released. So most community members believe that Ape Escape 3 was meant to be released on the PS4, similar to how I talked earlier about Ape Escape 2, but for some reason was pulled and Sony has held off. Which, just once again, I think Sony does have plans for the series, but is holding off now until the PlayStation 5 to announce a bundle or maybe even a true remaster, and that's why they didn't release Ape Escape 3 for the PS4. So Sony is still actively using the license and letting other Sony game developers use Ape Escape in small ways in their games, and Sony isn't dumb. They know that Ape Escape is a fan favorite and fans will pick up any game with the Ape Escape logo on it because it's so nostalgic. They knew that it would help sell PlayStation Move by making that game for the PS3, and now I think Sony knows it's time to revisit the series and use it to help push the PlayStation 5 early on. But for the most part, that is everything we know about Ape Escape 4. I know we kind of talked more about Ape Escape remasters and bundles, but that's kind of all tied together, and I think it's all just with the coming news of what to expect from Ape Escape in the next few years. There have been teases about the Ape Escape series returning for over a decade now, and I still don't think Sony is done with the franchise. And I think there was a reason Ape Escape 3 was rated but never released for the PS4, and hopefully we see a surprise Ape Escape reveal in the next year or two as a title for the PlayStation 5. But that's where I'm going to end this video. Make sure to like and share, subscribe for weekly gaming news, and I will see you guys in the next one.